It's Thursday. Tai Chi latte. So what have I done today? Well, I'm not on the scooter, and the reason I'm not on the scooter, it's hammering it down outside. It is really raining. So floods on the street, 6 inches of water. Scooter doesn't really like that. So I got the scooter fixed this week. L'Oreal going towards a Brisamar, and the bike stopped, and I didn't understand why it stopped, so I had to push it because it didn't want to start. So I pushed it. There's a little slip road there. You go up the slip road, which is uphill, goes up towards Milan in Bojada, and the Desmark garage on the left. So I pushed it up there about 2 miles and wrecked my back. Pulled something out that should have been doing something else. So my back's been hurting since Friday, so over a week now. But that's my own fault for being think you can retire and you can be Superman. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I took it into the garage, and what actually happened was the CVT belt had slipped, and there was a tensioner bar in there, and it got caught in the variable wheels that go in and out like this, so it stuck. So it just jammed itself in really solid because it spins quite quickly. So I took it in there. So new CVT belt, new tensioner bar, new rubber grommet on the bottom of the suspension gets replaced at the same time. Around 21,000 miles. So less than 1,000 peso, and 600 peso for labour, 1,600 pesos, bike's on the road, CVT belts are working, it's running really smooth, but I can't take it today. So I'm in SM Langham. I come down here, I picked up my, I need to go home in August to the UK, so I picked up my flight tickets for Emirates, done that, and I also picked up my Philippine Airways ticket today for the 3rd of August, flying me from Davao to Manila one way, because my return flight they won't let me book because it's too far out. It's over 90 days out. So I came to 2 places here. One's called Ticket One down in SM Langham in the supermarket, and the other one's the Philippine Airways booth, which is on the ground floor in the basement here. So I went in there, booked the flight, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, lands in Manila at 5:30. They said 6,219 peso. You what? It's only 1,900 pesos online, so that shop's putting in a 4,000 peso markup. Yeah, so they didn't get my business. And I turned around and explained to the young lady, because she asked why. I said, because you're ripping people off. You're scamming people. Why should I turn around and pay 4,000 pesos to you? So I came to Ticket One, 1,900 peso. They charged me 2,200 peso. Printed the ticket off for me, all done. So I paid 200 pesos surcharge to get the ticket printed off and get it done online. Better deal there than going to the Philippine Airways shop on the ground floor. Should be ashamed of themselves, shouldn't they? Anyway, talking about that, prices in the. Am I noticing prices going up when I'm out? Well, a year ago petrol was 52 peso a litre, now it's 92 peso a litre. Has it gone up? Yeah. New government coming in, prices are going up. However, chooks to go, quarter of a chicken with rice here, 95 peso. Same price this year as last year. Quarter of chicken, gravy and rice, £1.20, £1.15, yeah, or $1.50, $1.5. Pretty good. Dollar rate at the moment is 53 peso to the dollar. Gone. That's good, really good. And the pound is at 66.1. So that's down 2 compared to whatever the dollar was doing. Bitcoin, well, don't talk about it. It's gone to the toilet, hasn't it? It's dropped from $66,000 down to $29,000. That's a 50% drop in Bitcoin. Still making money, I suppose, but not as much. Yeah. Goodbye. Well, if you bought Bitcoin last month at 66 and it's 30 this month, no, you just lost a shitload of money. Anyway, food. You can buy wraps here at Leyland, or you can buy beef wraps outside the SM Langen. They did start at 120 for the wrap. Now they're 125, so they've gone up 5 peso, which is good. Jeepneys, they're wanting to put the jeepney base fare up from 12 to 15 to 18 peso because of petrol prices, because petrol's gone from 52 to 92, so there's a 40 peso. So the jeepney owners are actually paying money out of their pocket, but they're still running. That's the thing. Jeepneys are still running, which means you have to ask yourself, how much money were jeepney drivers making before, when it was 52? A lot, I think. Yeah. Taxis, if you turn around and you pick up a taxi, 40 peso is the base rate to get in a taxi, and then your journey. What they're wanting to turn around and do is they want to put that up to 60 peso, so as soon as you get in, it's going to cost you £1 for your first part of your journey. The other thing they do here is that when you travel in a taxi and you say, I want to go from this place to the bank, get some money, and then travel on to Gmail or SM City, when you stop at the bank and you get out, they'll turn around and put another 60 peso on your fare, because it's the trip. The first part is from you to the bank, that's trip 1, pay, then get back in the taxi, put your 60 peso on it. It'll be a lot cheaper because the meter is still running, so you need to start doing that now, guys. Food prices, I've not seen rice coming down. Rice is going up, petrol is going up. They're talking about getting rice, getting countries like Vietnam and China to lower their prices, or to absorb the cost of the increase. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be quite a difficult couple of years here on food prices with the new government coming in. Be good to see what the new government do. Just go with the flow, really. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't argue about it, you can't put a comment on it. I can talk about it, talking to you guys, and I can explain it's here, it's happening. I was out yesterday with Darren, and I was out with Selina, and I was in a restaurant, and they tried booking another main course to me, tofu main course, which I didn't order, which was 230. I turned around and said, I'm not paying for it. And Darren, they gave him an extra chicken, which was an extra 300 peso, and they tried charging him for that. And then Selina, he didn't get any of his, well, he only got his mango meal and he got some rice. So it's happening here. There's lots of little things that are little tweaks that are being done to add on. But credit cards, there's a place here over behind me, BDO, and I've noticed that's been there now 3 months, and each time I go there it's getting busier and busier and busier. But anyway, prices are starting to go up. Electricity's gone from 9.5 to 12 peso a kilowatt, so they're creeping up. Beer, still the same price. San Miguel, still the same price. So yeah, no problems at all. Alright, on my travel for Philippine Airways, going from Davao to Manila, I don't need anything apart from my passport, my ticket, and my VAC-cert card. That's all I need. That's all I need. Going from Manila to London, all I need is my ticket, my VAC-cert, and my passport. When I get to London, there are no checks anymore on your vaccination, just your VAC-cert, and you don't need to complete a locator form before you arrive in Davao, in London. What you do need is on the return, and that's been confirmed today, is I need to fill out one health pass to get into Manila. After that, it's ticket, passport, and VAC-cert internally in the Philippines. However, when I spoke to Darren yesterday, Darren was turned around saying that when he arrived in Davao 9 days ago, he was put into one queue. Everybody at Davao Airport goes into one queue. In Manila, and it was about 18 minutes to get through customs. When he landed in Davao, it was an hour and 55 minutes. Now that's not searching for illegal substance, that's because one person is filling out the paperwork for somebody that doesn't complete the paperwork online, and the queue backs up. So instead of like what they do in Manila, they have one person that says vac cert, one person no paperwork, one person with the World Health, and you queue up in the queue which you are quoted for. So the middle queue where nobody's got any paperwork, that's really, really long. But the vac cert, you just go up, you show it, they scan it, and you're through in minutes. So I think Davao Airport needs to employ a couple more people, maybe get an electric scanner, or maybe they don't have the scanner to do that. But I'm going to turn around and I'm going to vlog when I go back to the UK. Great comments coming from some of you guys. So out of my channel, 79% of you guys, you're not subscribed, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, you can subscribe, you can hit that subscribe button if you want to. Do some, as I said, going to do some vlogging. NB23, you want me to go to Glasgow? If it's not too much money on the 125 in London, I'll go to Glasgow, I'll go to Sucky Hall Street, I'll go to the Central Hotel, have a wander around there and see what it's like, see how cold it is in Scotland. I looked yesterday and it was 5 degrees, and that's the summer. They love it cold in Scotland. Anyway, I got my chicken, I got some croissants today. There we go, butter croissants, that's my tea tonight. They're a little bit expensive. I got three for 100 peso, which is good. That's a good deal because they want to sell them off because it's late in the afternoon. But it's good. It's quite busy here. It's not as busy as SM City. That's what I found. So Ecoland yesterday was rammed. I met a New Zealand guy called Sean yesterday. I met Selina yesterday. I met Darren from Australia. I met Larry from Canada. And they've all got Philippine girlfriends. Yeah, they've all got Philippine partners. My girlfriend Annie, who I've been out with now for 4 years, she's at home asleep. She's getting ready. She's looking for a part-time job. So when she goes to university in August, she can actually get out and do a bit of. She can earn some money when I'm not around, and it gives her a little bit of freedom because it's her own money to spend and do whatever she wants. But I'm having my Tai Chi latte. Same price as of last year, 175 peso for a grande. I think grande is regular now. I give them all these weird, so small, medium and large is now grande, super grande and mega grande. They keep changing the bit at the beginning, don't they? Anyway, I had a great lunch today. I had seafood tinola, some rice and some wusul, which is seaweed. Beautiful, very, very nice. Now, to end this vlog, there are a lot of people, a lot of vloggers in Manila at the moment, and I'm watching all their channels and I'm seeing what they're doing, and disturbing really that there are hundreds of vloggers in Manila, but they don't want to travel to Mindanao because they're worried that it's unsafe to travel to Mindanao. Yeah, they're listening to all the chismes and the hype. Mindanao is a lovely island. It's a lovely part of the Philippines. But with all countries, and if you take the UK, we had a war in the UK up until the 80s. Yeah, there were bomb explosions, shootings, death squads, all sorts of stuff going on with North and Southern Ireland. Yeah, which came over to the mainland in the UK, in London and Guildford and all that stuff. So it doesn't matter where you go in the world, there are people that want to turn around and harm, or they believe strongly in their religious belief. Yeah, and they'll do anything. Yeah, doesn't mean it's right. Mindanao, great place. For me, it's safe. Yeah, so for those guys in Manila, book a flight, guys. come down to Mindanao. Become a tourist in Mindanao. Look at the island. Travel around the island. Go to Ginseng. Go to Digos. Go to Tagum. Go to Cagayan de Oro. Go to Butuan. Go to Siargao. It's a lovely part of the Philippines. Go to Malawi. Go to Zamboanga. Go to Cotabato. But be careful. Enjoy, guys. Like, share and subscribe. It's a Thursday and I'm here blogging in SM Langen.